Hi, I'm Paulo from Chupan Games, and today we will continue to talk about this map makers here. Okay, now we will go to the forests map. The forests map is intended to be used since we do not have the asset spawner yet. So we want to provide a way for make forest, nature, wilderness a really interesting map. Let's put some light into here. Lights. No, that's better. Okay. Um, okay, you can have several encounters here. Lots of places to have wilderness encounters. And although it seems a small map, it is not. And I will prove to you. Now, control corrector. You now are seeing that this place is huge. You can have entire cities here. Now we are back on our map, and I think we will start building a village here. Now, suppose that we want a constructed building here, something more big here. Uh, okay, you got the idea. Here, now you can, of course, you can grab this guy here. But you can also use this guy. This guy is very useful for that. This guy controls these arrows on the keyboard. You this guy controls what the arrows does and page up and page down does. So when in move mode, if you press page up, he will move up, and you press page down, he'll move down. And this guy controls if it's continuous or not. For instance, if I click here and I press page up, it will go up, okay, continuously, okay? And since this is very big, he's going up by 10 centimeters by 10 centimeters, so, but you can press control or you can press, okay, I want to put this over those rocks. So it will be floating in the air. That's what I want to do. Okay, it's now floating in the air. And now I want to show you something interesting. This guy here is called creating building base. You click here and he creates a base under the building. Now, this base is in fact a polygonal floor, which is explained in my last tutorial about in the dungeons, how to build the dungeons tutorial. And since it's a polygonal floor, you can do several things with it. Well, it's not good back here, it's inside the rocks, but I will let this as it is just to give you a tutorial. Suppose that I want to build a ramp here, okay? A ramp. How can I do this? Since this is a polygonal floor, I can always create a point there, create a second point here, and start dragging things out. I'll create this, no, I'll create another point here and another point there. Now I will move this point here. Okay. And I will move this point. And I'll move this point here. And that point there. Now, to build a ramp, all I have to do is now descend this point here and descend point. So we now have a ramp. You can also extend this or put several buildings on it. It's a separated object from the top of it. As always, let's test our map using third person. Nice. Now, do you see how these plants get into the way and start growing inside objects? In fact, I will tell you in a minute how to get rid of that. You see, there are plants inside the ramp also. You can get rid of that. Nice. I think that it's very nice. Now we have a tool that we call grass cutter. Now I will make a mistake here on purpose because I do that all the time. You do this, don't feel bad. I do that all the time. We discussed internally if we should force this on people, but in the end we decided to let the person have more power, to say the least. If I grab here and put this into the map, it does nothing. You may say, oh, it's a bug. Where it is? And it is down there because you have no snap. So it is at the point 0. Okay. Now we have this asset list, which you press L and you have the last accessed assets. This is very useful. You just click on them and they will be selected. Okay. And since this is the polygonal floor, for instance, this is the character. And you can always do this, but the correct way of putting something in a landscape map is to snap on all, click here, and click here. Now he will stay on the map. Now the grass cutter creates an area that can be expanded. Unfortunately, it can't be rotated. I'm sorry, it's a technical situation. And in this area, you can expand it. There's no grass. You can turn it off here to see the results. Say, no grass at all here. Okay, it's very ugly in this when using this way, but it's very useful if you have a building that you can enter and there's grass growing inside the building. So You can use this. But at this point, we just want our ramp to be rid of this. Here. Now, oh, yes, I think that's good. Okay. So you can use this to create some areas in your map without vegetation. So let's say that you want to create something here. I encountered here. You like this here, this gap. It's that there's too many trees here. You want a clear area. You want to create something without those trees here. Okay, you just put one guy like this here. Select it. Snap. Get it bigger. I can see here. Now you see, even the trees are removed. So this is have to, oh, okay. Now have a big head. Now, since this is doing at the hardware level, you may want to not to cut a tree in the middle because it will get branches floating. Look, this is not the perfect tool. We will better it in the future, but it's working. You can use this to better suit the map to your needs.